Yeah, let's just roll right in. Okay. You look annoying. Hate you. Hate you. Definitely annoying overall. Hey, Al. Welcome. No idea cracked, but it's been brought up. How's it going, Highline? Wolf is incredible, but a rank 5 hood should be better this meta? We'll see. Well, that was weird. Okay. Um, for a second there, I was like, wait, I am streaming the right server, right? Because sometimes before art is done, characters don't have profile pictures when we're testing. That just threw me off. Maybe I should have grabbed Maw just as an attacker. I should probably also have some more science attackers in this deck. Probably cutting it a little bit close. Yeah, rank 5 onslaught. Yeah, and the wolf dupe is relatively recent. Thanks, BK. I'm doing alright. Ain't easy. That's awesome, Jason. Glad Dust is doing well. Not quite as well as I wanted it to go, but let's see. Pretty good sign. Yeah, her and Tiger should have always been tactic. Realistically. Like, we're just going to have some overlap with new characters from Saga to Saga, is my guess, with stuff like that. Not every time. I'm not guaranteeing every recent character is going to be in the sagas, but I am of the opinion, And I think more people are agreeing now that it makes sense to double them up from time to time if it works because it highlights the new characters better. Oversight, Aiden. That's what the word was. Going all right, Amon. I'll double check the code, but that shouldn't matter, correct? Plus, I think I left something open there. Hard to remember at the moment. Hey, Vega, how's it going? Hood's turning off the Furies, isn't he? Okay, well that wasn't perfect. Let's see how Idum did. We easily could have lost that one. Did Inequity pull through? Inequity may have pulled through. Like, Hood's still going to be okay in other matchups. It's specifically Killmonger's crit resistance, slowing down the staggers, that meant we didn't have a couple Furies up. Or, oh, no, never mind. It's not the Furies, it's just extra power. And so, yeah, that's fine. Cool, that was about right then. Alright, Inequity pulled through. And with that, give me a second. It always takes me a while to run this through Apple Pay. Just, I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole cracked. Consistent combos is a mess. I'm sorry that it surprised you. Um, we want specifically the true All-Father bundle. Okay. Making sure we're buying the right one. There's one. Not immediately, Aiden, and I'll explain why in a second. There's two. That seems like too many. Okay, that's correct. Yes. Ah, I'm getting the bonuses. I forgot about those. Okay, okay. Like, if there was ever a time for a bank error in my favor, it's now. Okay. Nah, the energy resist doesn't matter that much, TC, because if you play Idun versus Havoc properly, you're getting those big old energy vulnerabilities up all the time. That part is easy. It's pretty much just inequity. All right. We expect nothing. I mean, I'm not going to cry about a first time 7-star Sasquatch dupe if that's our consolation prize for the day. He's already ranked 2. Okay. So no dice. Nice, William. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Don't play that card with me, Sim. This may be the first time I've ever gotten a 7-star from a Paragon. If it's not, it's the second. Okay, so the reason that I am not going to take him to rank 5 and ascend him today is because of this. Because if I do that, I don't have enough to take him to rank 2. Now, I may talk myself into it over the next week, but at the moment, I am not planning on going all out because I have this unit stash over here. And so next week, when the crystals come around, I'll be sinking some of that into spinning. Um, but the point is that, like, the season is still a week out. And we've got some time left on Magic Heist, and so I can completely avoid needing to use Cosmic Catalysts if I just wait for this. Now, the alternative is that I basically just need to wait until next week, right? Because once I've opened all the Paragon crystals that I'm going to open, if I don't have a 7-star, then there's no reason to continue to hold the catalysts. And I can just go nuts on Serpent now and save the 4 to 5 gem for anyone else in the tag, right? Because, like, there's definitely some solid candidates in here. So that's where I'm currently sitting. Um, but that requires me to, what is it? be patient. I will grab the... Oh, right, it's 10. Forgot we could do that now. All right, well, let's go ahead and do 10. Because that is the same price they're going to be next week. But yeah, that's my current plan. Well, that's two different max sig stars. Max sig 6 stars, which is appreciated. But yeah. Who's Dee Dee? Hey, Matt, how's it going? All right, we can live with that. I'm just gonna open the rest of these as cleanup. There's no difference, Aiden. Crystals aren't determined until they're rolled. That's wild that my 5-star Black Bolt wasn't awakened. Hey, Alan, how's it going? It's not unlucky at all, Aiden. Again, you go into these things expecting nothing. Real quick, for those of you who haven't done this before, because this is important for anyone who isn't aware. The chance of a 7-star Serpent is 0.2%, right? Which means the chance of getting anything else is 0.998. I opened 34 crystals, right? The chance of missing on all 34 crystals is therefore 0.998 to the 34th power. The chance of missing on all 4 crystals is over 93%. I only had like a 1 in 14 chance of getting what I wanted today. That's completely okay. That's just how math works. Yes, champ tags persist, those will work. 306 stones and overflow, you and me. I understand, Aiden, but I just like I have to push back on that because like there's so many people who open a bunch of crystals and then like wallow in despair and self-pity. And in my like if you want to be sad about it, be sad about it because like I'm not happy right now. But at the same time, I think it is very important if you're going to approach this game healthily to understand that if you are putting money down on Paragon crystals, you are probably getting nothing. This is just always true. What was I over here to look at? Oh yeah. So what I will do is go ahead and get his Sig up. Because then even if we pull the 6-star again, we'll be getting more shards, and that's fine. Probably not, Donovan. Use them. Like, seriously. Yeah, exactly, Steven. Yeah, Dennis. All right. Full Sig 200. I'm going to go ahead and take him to rank 3. And we'll sit there and wait on the Saga gems. I have no one to use them on. I do not believe you. What? Hold on. Open back up. Thanks, P-dubs, but I bought them. The 6-star was guaranteed. I was hoping for the 7. But we'll see. I'll try again next week. Okay, so it's not something missing from his animation. That's good to know. Might as well. Like, holding on to these doesn't matter anymore. Um, you need to be careful what you read on the internet, Donovan. I'm not going to discuss my salary on YouTube, but that is wildly incorrect. Ah, sorry to hear that, MSD. I have no idea what's up with the red glow, Steven. Oh, that's a long discussion I probably can't fully have, Danielle. Building defenders is really, really difficult. Like, legitimately, I think the hardest thing that we do. As for some gameplay, I'm trying to think. Where's the one that everyone tests, the one Deadpool? We can do that really quick. 516? No, that's not it. I can never remember this. 641, thank you. You can get one the same way I did, cream cheese. That'll be 99 US. How's it going, man? You missed them now. I opened 34, no dice. The special guest is indeed Serpent, yes. He ain't quick. Unramped 6-star rank 3. He's awfully consistent. It is way too early to make that call, Wildcat. Like, I just... Serpent isn't the kind of person to kill you as quickly as Bullseye, right? Like, it's just a different kind of defender. The goal for Serpent is not to be like, this generation's Nightcrawler or something, which is probably closer to what Bullseye is, right? The goal for Serpent is to be like this generation's Sasquatch, where he's just enough of a wall to slow you down and then kill you or cost you the match. We'll see how that works out. I am completely uninterested in people's early thoughts based only on like unnoted duels or EQ. We'll see what happens later. Is the immunity to Doom Special 3 stun intentional? I mean, his SIG specifically says immune to stun effects during the opponent's specials, so yes, it is. Simsup's fine. Like, that's the thing. There are a lot of characters that are okay. We're just going to see how that translates to War and Battlegrounds. Any offensive matchups that I think are very bad for him? Do you mean, like, people using against him, or do you mean, like, when I said he's consistent, are there any spots where I think he's less consistent? Because there definitely are a few, right? Like, most of them are Mystic. Sasquatch would be terrible. That's somebody who takes less cold snap damage and doesn't have significant armor. Warlock is fine, right? Because he's cold snap immune, but you just use the special too. anyone who can block unblockable specials is automatically a bit worse, right? Because that is his best damage source, is doing the Hulkbuster trick or just already hitting into block. And so, like, a duped Shuri is not great. It's okay. You can build to the special 2 and hit her while she has a ton of armor, and it'll still do damage, right? But you can't get the 70% bonus by breaking block. And so anyone where that's true is, I think, the biggest issue. But being cold snap immune is fun. Yeah, like basically anyone who could block unblockable specials has low armor and either cold snap resistance or energy resistance. Like any of those 3 categories, or sorry, either of those 2 categories. Like either block unblockable specials or both low armor and energy resistance, cold snap resistance is going to be a significant problem for him, right? And anyone who punishes buffs, which is obviously most mystics, but like you're not going to use him against mystics. I'm trying to think a little more broadly. An unduped 7-star, given that you're probably going to be using him on defense, Matt, I would say yes, absolutely the 6-star is better because the dupe is what gives you the death immunity. And that's pretty darn important. Where's the stun immune coming from? Second line of the SIG, right here. Is there lore for cold snap immunity? Um, I'm honestly twisting it just a little bit, but like he was literally sealed at the bottom of the Mariana Trench for thousands of years, and I figured it was pretty cold down there. I think it's at least as strong a reason as Sasquatch and Warlock. Can you use Inexorable like Counterpunch? No, because Inexorable has no connection to Unstoppable. I realize that this is a common misunderstanding. Inexorable is not unstoppable. They react when hit, they just aren't pushed backwards, right? It is closer to a root than it is to unstoppable. There's some visual similarities, but really try and pull those apart in your brain. Does Serpent versus Bishop trigger Bishop's overload? Bishop doesn't respond to Cold Snap. He responds to Shock, Incinerate, or Bleed. So that won't happen, but each of the energy hits is going to give Bishop extra prowess, so I wouldn't consider that a great matchup. Defensive buffs are things, yes. If he truly falls flat, then it's on the table. It's just way too early to be worried about that stuff. It's not truly root, though, Cracked, because if you, as the Serpent, are inexorable and you're hitting the opponent, you move forward, right? Whereas if you're rooted, you don't. It is only, and like he can dash back as well. It is only when struck by basics that he's locked in place. Embargoes are themselves under embargo, Jay. I can't tell you that other than to say it will probably be soon. When Inexorable is active, will he get knocked back by heavies? No, because those are basic attacks. He will be knocked down by heavies, but not back. It's fine, Daniel. You just move him. If you're really concerned about his attack and rank, you just move him. Oh, I know, Jason. Anywho, I'm gonna head over to work. I said I would go a half hour past noon, and it is now that. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Holy crap, 80 viewers. Man, now I feel bad. Battlegrounds plus new character. I shouldn't be surprised, but I do have to get to work. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I will be back streaming soon, and we can talk more about Serpent then. Take care, everyone. Yeah, for anyone who's still here, I'll take a look real quick. I don't see anyone live for a raid. All right. Later, everyone. Adios.